Step into the ring, fans. It's Main Event Reports, bringing you all the latest from WWE. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Jey Uso didn't just get hurt. He was taken out of the arena on a stretcher, rushed to a medical facility, surrounded by WWE officials and medical teams scrambling to stabilize him. What unfolded wasn't just a beatdown, it was a message. And that message came from one man, Drew McIntyre. Anyone watching could feel it. This wasn't competition. This wasn't just another WWE moment. This got personal. It got ugly. And it crossed a line. The attack that went too far, Drew McIntyre didn't show up to compete. He showed up to send a warning. Jey Uso took a beating that felt calculated, controlled, and chilling. Chair shots rang out. The assault didn't stop after the bell. It didn't stop when Jimmy stopped moving. It stopped only when officials stormed the ring to stop further damage. Fans in the arena watched in shock. Social media exploded. This wasn't a heel move. This wasn't storyline mischief. It was raw violence inside a WWE ring. Roman Reigns arrives at the hospital. When Roman Reigns arrived at the hospital, it wasn't as a WWE superstar or a tribal chief. It was as a man protecting his blood. Accompanied by Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa, Roman was seen pacing the hospital hallway with a cold fury in his eyes. Sources say he was heated, emotional, and ready to launch a response immediately. He made phone calls, demands, threats of retaliation, and for once, Paul Heyman, the master strategist, could barely hold him back. This war didn't start here. This chaos didn't come out of nowhere. Drew McIntyre has been carrying resentment ever since WrestleMania. He lost what he believed was his moment. He blamed Roman. Then he blamed the Bloodline. And instead of moving forward like a professional, Drew has been spiraling, attacking, mocking, sabotaging. But this latest move wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about cruelty. And Jey Uso became the unlucky target of Drew's obsession. Jey Uso, collateral damage in a bigger fight. Jey Uso wasn't Drew's enemy. Jimmy didn't take anything from Drew. He didn't cost him a title. He didn't steal his spotlight. He was jumped simply because he's Roman's family, because he dared to stand by his cousin. And now, Jimmy is in a hospital bed, recovering from serious injuries. Sources suggest he may be dealing with rib trauma and a suspected concussion. WWE medical staff hasn't officially released a full update, but nobody expects him back in action soon. Is Roman Reigns about to snap? Roman Reigns has always prided himself on control. He runs his empire with a calm hand and fearless confidence. But this time, something feels different. That calm is gone. What took its place? Bare-knuckled fury. This wasn't about titles anymore. This wasn't about storylines. Someone hurt his family. Now, Roman is out for revenge, and nobody knows what he's going to do next. Paul Heyman can't stop what's coming. Paul Heyman has always been the man behind Roman's throne, the brain, the strategist, the crisis manager. But even Heyman looked shaken at the hospital. For once, it looked like he didn't have a plan. He wasn't whispering strategy. He was trying to stop a disaster. Because if Roman goes rogue, if he unleashes himself without limits, he could blow up everything. Contracts, alliances, and maybe even WWE itself. Where was Solo Sikoa? One big question everyone is asking. Where was Solo Sikoa when Jimmy got attacked? The enforcer of the Bloodline is always at the scene, always ready to fight. But this time, silence. Fans online are already speculating. Was Solo too late? Was he kept away by Drew's setup? Or, and this is the wild one, was there something more going on? Tension in the Bloodline? Betrayal? Probably not, but people are already talking. Does this bring Jey Uso back? Jey Uso has been carving out a solo career, stepping away from the Bloodline and from Roman's shadow. But if there's one thing stronger than pride, it's family. Was this attack enough to bring main event Jey Uso back by his brother's side? Will we see a reunion? Because if Jey returns, if the Usos reunite with Roman and Solo, then this isn't just about revenge anymore. This becomes a war. The WWE locker room is divided behind the scenes. The locker room is on edge. Some stars believe Drew took things too far. Others say he's finally giving the Bloodline what they deserve after years of dominance. A few are staying silent, not picking sides until the smoke clears. But make no mistake, this situation has changed everything. Lines are being drawn. Allies are being tested. Everyone is watching what Roman does next. Will WWE let this explode on TV? There's a premium live event coming up, and this situation is guaranteed to dominate it. But how do you even contain hatred like this in a normal match? A regular singles match would be pointless. A no DQ match might not be enough. Maybe Hell in a Cell. Maybe Last Man Standing. Maybe something even more brutal. Because at this point, only one thing is certain. Drew and Roman are going to collide. Drew McIntyre, hero or villain? Some fans are cheering Drew's actions. They call it justice, payback. A man finally standing up to the Bloodline. But others see a man losing himself, going too far, letting rage turn him into something unrecognizable. Maybe both are true. Maybe this isn't good versus evil anymore. Maybe it's hurt versus hurt, pride versus vengeance. But whatever it is, Drew has awakened something he can't control. The silence of WWE officials, WWE management has been silent, too silent. No suspensions, no fines, no punishment. Why? Rumor is they're letting this play out, hoping it drives ratings and headlines. But letting emotions like this go unchecked is risky. Even Triple H has reportedly stepped in behind the scenes to cool things down before things spill backstage and off the rails. Jimmy Uso's future is uncertain. Jimmy's road to recovery is unknown. Will he be out for weeks, months? When he returns, what version of Jimmy Uso will we see? The hype man? The Joker? Or a darker, more dangerous man bent on payback? Real-life pain creates unforgettable character shifts, and this may be Jimmy's moment of rebirth.